So here we are, back in Hollywood where we left off. We're ready to go talk to Max.
Hop in.
I don't think the Anarchs probably have anything new for us.
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance? Of course. Gargoyles? Why are you asking about gargoyles? What can I tell you about them? With much difficulty, I'm afraid. Gargoyles are notoriously resilient. Their hides are made of stone. Firearms will be almost useless. Blunt force is the only thing they understand. What can I tell you about them? Yes, I know something of gargoyles, and of this gargoyle in particular. I had hoped that he would meet his final death, but it seems my creation still lives to torment me. Yes. Many years ago, I created this gargoyle to protect the Chantry from our enemies. He was a faithful servant, and saved my life more than once. Unfortunately, he became increasingly upset about his role as my protector, and wished to be set free. I refused to do so. Finally, he stole away into the night, and I haven't seen him since. Isaac Abrams. His disrespect for the Camarilla is surpassed only by his hatred of LaCroix. If he finds out, it will be a source of great embarrassment for the clan and the Camarilla. He cannot learn that this gargoyle was my creation. Do you understand? I appreciate your discretion in this matter, neonate. Here, take this. It is an ancient ward that may help you on your battle with the gargoyle. You need only carry it on your person to enjoy its protection. With much difficulty, I'm afraid. Gargoyles are notoriously resilient. Their hides are made of stone. Firearms will be almost useless. Blunt force is the only thing they understand.
So we get this rune of the third eye, which is an occult power-up. Not 100% sure what it does. I looked it up one time, but I already forgot. Still blood on the street. Patty's gone. You see a lot of players, they play as a Tremere and they worry about killing people on the Dane and in the museum and such things. And they always are under the impression that it has something to do with getting the apartment for them. But the funny thing is, the apartment for the Tremere comes from the Regent, so I don't think it matters at all for LaCroix.
Tourists have been flocking in droves to the Santa Maria Church in Santiago, Spain, after several pilgrims claim to have seen statues of the Madonna begin flying blood.
You're back. I went out this evening and I met someone and he wouldn't leave me alone, so he came back here with me and, well, I thought you might want to, want to drink his blood. I'm just glad you're pleased.
Are there any scientists out there?
He's in the bathroom. Don't worry, I locked him in.
I don't know where, but the Southland slasher struck again, this time in downtown Los Angeles. The body of Sean Milton, a former convict that was recently released for good behavior, was found butchered, similarly to the other victims of the serial killer. Police believe there may be a connection between Milton's prison past and the slasher. We'll have a full report on this story later tonight. Simon Milligan, host of Haunted Array, and his crew are reported missing tonight. The team of the popular supernatural...
What exactly?
What the hell is this shit? Let me out, goddammit! I'll kill that crazy bitch!
It's always good to know that the future of our country is in good.
As soon as I get out of here, I'm calling the goddamn cops. Let's see what they think of this, huh? I'll lock up both your asses.
I'm Roger.
Okay, and what do you do, Roger?
I'm a writer, Deb.
What the hell does that mean? Wait, why are you looking at me like that? Hey!
I see. So, have you done any other kinds of writing?
Well, just some outlines right now, but I got some really good ideas for some stories that are crawling around in the old noggin.
So, if you haven't really written anything, how can you call yourself a writer?
Excellent.
Because I once
The fifth attributed to the killer. Police say that there is ample evidence that the slasher was interrupted during the murder, and police are asking anyone who might have witnessed the events to aid them in their capture of the killer. Tourists attempting to pay their respects at actress Ginger Swan's grave at the Hollywood Eternal Cemetery were shocked to discover the grave of the former sex symbol had been vandalized.
I promise it'll be done by the time you get back.
The star was entombed in the Hollywood Eternal Mausoleum after her death in 1964. Nothing was stolen from the crypt, but estimates put the damage at over $1,000. A tourist bus destined for the ancient city of Angkor Wat that failed to return Wednesday night was found this morning.
We don't need that. It's in our quest log, so.
Cambodian officials have dispatched several military units into the area to search through the surrounding jungle, amidst concerns that it is related to one of a number of Southeastern Asian
I don't think I'll run across another one of those.
3 American citizens are among the missing. Firefighters are trying to contain a flash fire in the Hollywood Hills this morning. Smoke and debris from a house fire alerted residents late this evening. The fire had already spread rapidly by the time
Okay. That was my fault. My foot. So I said we would come back and check on Hannah, and so she's still laying there on the bed, but I did come back and check on her before, and I made the mistake of going in that room, and once you go in that room, she pulls you into the conversation, and then she goes through the whole thing and starts the quest again for Jezebel Locke, and then it's stuck in your log file, your quest log, forever after that. So that's a bit of a bug. Can't think of anything else that we need to do here while we're here. seems like I'm forgetting something, but if I did, hopefully we can always come back.
Going somewhere?
Back to Hollywood.
The moon is out, everyone's in dreamland, and you've tuned into
Hola.
Night. Nobody to fall asleep next to? Go ahead and pull the radio into bed. That's what I'm here for. And hey, why don't you call me sometime? Area code 323-KL5-KTRK. Looks like somebody's been waiting in the queue quite a while to speak to yours.
And we did pick up the Tommy quest. I already forgot about that. I sort of dislike this quest, but...
More flatbread and olive oil. And take back the Chardonnay and open up a Chianti. Let it breathe for 20 minutes and then bring it out with a ziti. Okay? Wanted to know what? Interrupt me while I'm working? Do you understand that this is an important opening, and I, emphasize I, am going to make or possibly break this restaurant? Hello. Now go get yourself some onion rings or hot wings or whatever it is you eat. The refined palate of a true gourmand is, to put it in a language you can relate to, trying to decide if this place is thumbs up or thumbs down. Me, Tommy Flayton, the food authority of Los Angeles, food critic for the biggest paper on the West Coast, radio personality for the KTLK, Chower Hour. Maybe if I reviewed more Pancake Huts, you'd know me.
I wonder what happens if I say 3. It's a weird post arrangement. So 33 and 10, 24 and 8, so that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. I always convince this guy, but as a Ventrue, I don't think it's proper for me to convince this guy, although I am sort of pro-anarch. The main thing I hate about fighting this guy is it tears up the theater. I don't even like him to jump through the window. But I do like the dust.
Crush you, tear the flesh from your bones. Talk? No. Always kindred are talking, scheming, hurting others with their lies. Monsters you all. Abominations, a curse upon the earth. No! There will be no more talk. Death for you, demon. Death and final darkness.
Guess I'll just stand here and smash. Okay, he's done for. That's a cool animation of him breaking into parts. Gibbs. But, wonder if it would be possible, I'm sure it is, to add some sound to that. Seems like stone falling on the floor should make more sound. I also looked up in the White Wolf Wiki about gargoyles, and it doesn't seem they're made of stone. I guess they have they can have their hide turned to stone when they frenzy or something like that. So that was kind of disappointing.
You head to Kingsway yet? I admit, I thought you'd come back here with a stone foot lodged in your backside, but I'm glad to see you've proved otherwise. You've got a lot of promise. It's a shame you're still working full-time for the wrong side. I'd like to hope so. Well, if you'll excuse me.
And again, I'm not going to rat out Maximilian because I'm a Ventrue. Let's see if we can talk to Tom again.
Oh, hey, waiter. I asked for a Cabernet Sauvignon, not a Merlot. Next thing you know, he'll be bringing sparkling grape juice. Ugh.
Wow, that took... That must be some kind of a bug. That took forever. That must be a silent file that plays for a long time.
I'm not sure exactly what you mean.
So this is why I came back, was...
Always good to meet someone with similar tastes. You know, now that you mention it, the gnocchi was a bit cold, and the ravioli might have been store-bought. Also, the decorum's a bit lacking, isn't it? This place is just an overpriced cafeteria. No stars.
So, now that business is out of the way, care to join me for a drink? I know this fabulous place over in Lee.
So, two things I never have do was I've never ever used the sledgehammer on the gargoyle. I don't think I've even bought the sledgehammer till now. I've never done Tommy that way. Let's
Where to?
Yeah. Head the King's Way. Not sure I like this sledgehammer. Maybe I just need to get my timing down better.
Hello, young K-Knight. I see your face is not so lifeless. Your nerves not so deadened that you cannot express shock. Tell me, child, is my appearance that frightening? Or is it my knowledge of you that is so unnerving? Oh, child of Cain, the sights in this haven pale in comparison to my ancestral estate. Comfort is a custom, and all of this artifice brings me closer to my home. Do not fear for my furniture, young one. Oh yes, the tape. Merely a test. Certainly not intended to fall into mortal hands. Fortunately, we are in the capital of mortal trickery and illusion. So did the tape drive you to find me? From whence flows your longing, child? To gouge out the eyes of the Camarilla. The sewers are clogged with my creations. I will kill or drive the Nosferatu from their pestilent nests. Without the sewer rats to guide them, the Camarilla will be blind to the Sabbat's designs. It is not for me. It's for the will of the Sabbat. The Camarilla is stunted, dead and festering in the womb. Good only as pawns of the fathers. Even now, they answer the call of the Ancient and seek to free him from his torpor. He slumbers within the Ankaran Sarcophagus, one of the fathers whose return shall hearken the reckoning. Gehenna is at hand, and the Camarilla are unwittingly speeding us all toward our doom. Blessed creatures. I have broken through their mortal crust and drawn from them their greatest strength, mutability. I coax bone, weave flesh, and lay sinew tight until it strains to lash out. Illegals, mongrels, half-bloods, and caitiff, the bane of society, kindred and kin. They are as of little consequence to authority as they are to me. It is a culling of sorts.
Well, that kind of made me upset.
Now, Camarilla whelp, let me see you fight your nature in the face of those who have embraced their beast. Deny yourself Cain's gifts, and be torn asunder by my minions.
Not quick enough. Should be it. I almost went for a rat, out of habit. And I just want to go through these doors so they're unlocked. For what? If I ever need to come back or want to come back. I think we're good for now, though. Although, I probably could use a bit of blood. Should I get a bit of blood? No, that seems not very sporting, does it? This thing works pretty good. I just don't have the timing quite right yet. But it does seem slower than the fist, so that's kind of frustrating. Guess I can see why people say that the combat is kind of clunky, because this does feel a little clunky. But maybe I'm just not used to it yet. So as you come in here, you can see the red glow through that tunnel there, and if you go down that tunnel, it's extremely long. And if you're wandering around and you happen to look at this picture here, you'll realize that all of these walkways are. And then this tunnel is this long tunnel that connects to this red glowing room here. And then you'll go, oh, these are, okay, I crawled through this and it didn't go anywhere, and I crawled through this and it didn't go anywhere. And this one goes through. And here's where I came in. This is the gate I opened, and blah, 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 blah. But I've never seen anybody actually do that. I did see several streamers look at it and make fun of how bad the resolution on the picture was, though. I'd like to get off now. Oh, well, as long as he's down there. So, I do have a theory about this this water and this swimming here. It's my theory is this little section here is to kind of get a person prepared for the next section, in that with these paddles running, you can't swim against the tide. So I think that's what they wanted us to get from this. Tricky little dude, aren't you? I meant to look at this map and I forgot before I came in. Four and 7. That's 9, and that's 12. It'll get us to 7. Do I care? That's kind of a hard choice, isn't it? The what I wanted to look at was this this railing here is I think this railing here is supposed to be opened so you can walk through it. But it's possible I'm wrong. In any case. There's swim up and down buttons, but I usually never try to use them because I always end up doing every other key except those. I do believe I will take this opportunity to do some healing and possibly filling up on some blood.
The moon is out, everyone's in dreamland, and you've tuned into the dead of night. Nobody to fall asleep next to? Go ahead and pull the radio into bed. That's what I'm here for. And hey, why don't you call me sometime? Area code 323-KL5-KTRK. Looks like somebody's been waiting in the queue.
Chocolate syrup for peanut butter.
Hunter's gone. Interesting. Not sure about this
Do
person
I know you?
here. I don't think you do.
I'd tell you when hell freezes over, but there's always that chance that it might. So, let me just go with the definite no way in hell.
Alrighty, thank you. So that was a no. He says. Well. Guess in that case, I am going to try to clean out the sewers as much as I know how. Although, I guess if we run out of bullets or get in trouble, we might amend that on the fly. This is another situation where we need a lockpick, but there's an alternate solution. Which our inspection helps us with here. I believe this is the reason for this platform, is just so we can do this. The idea is we don't have to fight these guys directly, I think. So, it's possible you can run out on this ledge and then go over to that vent and break it, or you can just yeet across straight away. But it's also possible to come across that way. If it's better to be in this view or the other. Whoa. Get our shotgun on the go. I think I wished I had more shotgun shells at this point. Reloading issue there. Stop hitting me. I'm not prepared for that. And there's absolutely no reason to be fighting these dudes. I just wanted to do it. The trick with these big guys is they don't like the dark, so Whenever you get the opportunity, lead them into a dark area. And see, she swipes at where I was, not at where I am, because they're blind in the dark, basically. And that's the trick you're supposed to learn from being down here. So that's part of the design. Well, that was super cool. 0 shells and dead. Although, I'm definitely looking a little worse for the wear myself. I think we're still on target here. On target, that wasn't a pun. Wasted a shell. Keep looking for rats. It's a habit. Hello? Here we are. Aha! Just a little nervous here. Jumpy. I hope I got the card. in the version I'm playing, this is 10.4 UP. If you climb down inside here without that gate being open, you get stuck because the ladders are missing. Or they're not missing. Well, I don't know. They don't work. You can't climb out. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you're going to climb down in there, either know how to use no clip or plan to have a save handy. Anyway, here we are. Success. We've made it to the Nosferatu lair, and I believe this is where we're ready to stop for today, on the beautiful shores of underground who knows where. So thank you for watching.